While the Consul General of Ukraine is formally requesting aid from the American government, some civilians are taking matters into their own hands. Cronkite News reporter Joey Vacca in our Los Angeles bureau talks to locals about the work being done here at home.
For many in this diverse LA neighborhood, the war in Ukraine is personal. Well, halfway around the world from Kyiv, some are taking it upon themselves to help any way they can. St. Volodymyr Ukrainian Church in Los Angeles, like many places around the world, has watched the horrors of the Russian invasion of Ukraine unfold. And under the hue of the stained glass, Father Vasil Sochor has seen the shift in his own church community.
Sometimes they call it the trench faith or the foxhole faith. People become suddenly more more religious. People do turn toward God and toward each other.
And while they wait for prayers to be answered, some are taking action.
My feelings were I had to do something. So we have over here clothing on this side, food over here. All of this in the back is that you see is all diapers and infant supplies.
Leon Kaspersky is one of many at St. Volodymyr's helping oversee donations to Ukraine. They're producing combat medical kits for the Ukrainian army to treat injuries on the front lines, along with supplies to send to civilians as well. And Kaspersky has had help. Whether with the local fire department's help transporting supplies or the massive influx of donations and volunteers, the Ukrainian community in Los Angeles hopes to make a resounding impact overseas.
It builds up my faith in humanity. It builds up my faith that there are people that care, that people that are kind.
Donations are just one part of the world's response to bloodshed in Ukraine. The UN High Commissioner for Refugees said more than 10 million people have been forced to flee their homes or leave the country, leading some to open up their homes to help.
One of the things that really, actually, recently really impressed me is many of our neighbors here in Los Angeles call and they want to host refugees. And that's amazing. To trust, to take somebody who is basically on the street, it's amazing.
Even in the face of a life and death struggle, Ukrainians here have been able to stay optimistic.
I was saying this before, Ukraine is the David. And there is a Goliath, that is just a bully. We have the whole world with us. And not only the world, but I think God is with us.
Now, Kaspersky said people can be confident that their donations are in fact getting to Ukraine. With connections with local fire departments, the California Air National Guard oversees the delivery of supplies to the proper Ukrainian authorities. In Los Angeles, Joey Vacca, Cronkite News.